What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video guys, me going over the brand new artifact wish event, guys, and actually discussing all the artifact card sets that I recommend you guys pick up as priority, because there is a lot of really good ones and there's also a lot of bad ones that you might want not want to get as well, guys. So we're going to be talking about that all in this video, so let's hop into the video and let's discuss. But before we actually hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We're on the road to the 50,000 subscribers. If you guys have not hit that subscribe button already, man, what are you guys doing? The start of the new year, man, you have to hit that subscribe button, man, while we're grinding on the way to the 50k. Now, with that out of the way, guys, let's actually talk about the artifact wish event. So I'm actually gonna pull up the wish event right here. If you actually go to the New Year's Festival event section and you go to the New Year 2024 artifact wish draw event, this has every single card that was available the past pretty much the entire game. It has all the cards that you would want to get from the early parts of Grand Cross now till now. So what we're gonna do in this video, guys, is we're gonna be ranking all the cards and the cards that specifically and the ones that you want to be going to actually getting. So you guys can see here you have pretty much 3 that you can wish list right here. You're gonna select the cards that you need, so whichever ones that you're like really missing, those are the ones you're gonna be going for. But also we gotta discuss the ones that are like the most priority in terms of being really good for your account and for like Heroes Arena and stuff like that. Alright, guys, so the number 1 card set that I actually recommend you guys get is actually going to be the Goddess artifact card set. So the one right here, the 3rd anniversary celebration Goddess card set. Now the reason why this one is the most important card set, I would say, from the bunch, is that you need this Goddess card set when running Mael Goddess team on the Heroes Arena going second. It is a very important setup here where you actually have to have the card set. For you guys that don't know, my boy Marilli, the other YouTuber as well that you guys have probably seen really do a bunch of videos, he actually was struggling to do the Goddess team on Heroes Arena because he didn't have this card set. Now that you can get this card set, though, it's actually going to be a really good chance to you know, get it and use it for when Heroes Arena comes around, because 9% basic stats, because it's 3 for each Goddess ally, but it maxes out at 3, so you're able to get 9% total, is going to be a really good amount. And obviously basic stats is great for the Goddess team because they already build up basic stats anyway. So that's going to be the number 1 card set, guys. Let's hop into the second card set that I recommend you guys pick up. Alright, guys, so the next card set right here that I actually do recommend you guys get is going to be the 50 million download celebration, or the HP related card set. Now the reason why this one's super important is because whenever you're running an unknown team on Heroes Arena, you're gonna want to get this one because it gives you HP related stats. It increases the HP related stats of unknown race allies by 5% and decreases their damage taken by 10% when they are debuffed, which is gonna be happening a lot in Heroes Arena, guys. So you actually do want to be picking up this card set because unknown race allies getting that extra 5% lifesteal is super big when thinking of like Nanashi, or thinking of like, you know, Albedo, where these characters that don't really have, you know, like high base lifesteal, getting that extra 5% is going to be really nice, and the extra HP as well for increased tanking. So this is a really good card set, and my number 2 card set that I will recommend you guys pick up. Alright, guys, so the next card set that I actually do recommend, guys, is going to be the Grand Cross 4th year anniversary card set. This one is going to increase the human allies max HP by 7% and decrease single target damage taken by 10%. So the reason why this card set is super good is, again, Heroes Arena, another Heroes Arena card set that you guys want to definitely pick up. When you're running the human team on Heroes Arena, getting an extra 7% max HP is really big because the team is already centered around getting a bunch of HP anyway. For you guys that don't know, the team is Jillian, Transcendent Bond, Eller Ascanar, and Green Excalibur Arthur. That team has a ton of HP, guys, and stacking an extra 7% on top of that is going to be really good. And then another thing with this card set as well is that it decreases single target damage taken as well by 10%, which is really nice when you're facing characters like, you know, a Roxy in the Heroes Arena, or any character that does a lot of single target damage. This card set is going to really be helping you with the tanking for that. So that is my number 3 card set on the priority list. Let's hop into the next one, guys. Alright, guys, so the next card set is actually going to be this one right here, the Sky, Ocean, and the Summer. Now, this card set is going to increase allies attack percent by 3% for each applicable ally on the battlefield, and the applicable allies can be humans or unknown characters. This card set is really good, guys. Not necessarily for Heroes Arena like I've been mentioning already, but this card set is nice because you can actually run it for, you know, event bosses whenever you're running like the human team, or you can run this on unknown team when you just need the extra damage as well. A 12% on a 4v4 setup, guys, and then a 9% on a 3v3 is really strong. And so because of that, you actually do get a really substantial amount of attack. And so I do recommend this card set if you're running it for like an event boss, or even just like a a situation where you want just a ton of attack for your unknown or human allies. So that's gonna be that there, right guys? Let's hop into the next card set. Alright guys, so the next card set that you guys definitely want to be picking up is going to be 7DS 2.5 anniversary celebration card set, which is going to increase demon allies damage dealt to other races by 10% and decrease damage taken by 5% in general. This is a very strong card set, guys, when running the demon team on Heroes Arena, the demon Matrona team. So if you guys that don't know, you can run this card set with the demon Matrona team, but also you can run it for the assault melee demon team, which is kind of just like a cleanup team. But this card set is really nice because getting the extra damage dealt against other races is great, because most of the time in Heroes Arena you're never facing a defending demon team, and then getting the extra 5% damage reduction is super big as well, because that means you're just going to be tanking a lot better, and the overall tanking from the team is going to be insane. You already have purgatory melee damage reduction on top of like Demon King, so when you have all of that combined with this card set, it's just a very, very strong setup, guys. So that is my number 5 card set right there on the recommended list. Let's hop into some honorable mentions now, guys, since we've gone over the main card sets that I recommend you guys pick up. Alright guys, so hopping into the Ragnarok card sets right here, these ones are the honorable mentions because I don't think these ones are like must-have card sets, but they're definitely very strong when using them on their specific content in the game. So this one right here, the Cold Winter Day, increases the attack of allies with Ragnarok characteristics by 2.5% for each buff applied to enemies on the battlefield. This one's going to be really good for a nuke setup on Guild Boss, guys. The way it actually works is that for every buff applied to the enemies on the battlefield, you get 2.5% attack, which means that you can run a Margaret Link on a character like, Brunhild or Magelda, and then you can actually nuke with their ultimate into the Guild Boss that has the blue buffs. I forget exactly what his name is, but I think it's Kellic, and he has the blue buffs. If you ult into him, you're going to get a really, really good score with that, card set right there, because you're getting the extra attack per buff on the enemies. So that's a really good card set for the Guild Boss nuke. The next one right here, guys, is a different response, which is going to increase the basic stats of allies with Ragnarok characteristic by 3% for every debuff applied to the enemies, which is going to be a really strong one when running a farming Ragnarok team. Like, think about this, guys. Like, you run Brunhild, the red one, and then you run like Tyr, and then you run Sigurd, and then you get the attack ups from Sigurd from the debuffs on the enemy, and then you also get the basic stats for the Ragnarok allies up to 6 times of 3%, which is going to be the 18% basic stats, which is very nice for Tyr, Brunhild, and Sigurd on like a standard farming team. And I recommend this especially if you guys want to have that set up for farming. Alright guys, another honorable mention card set that I actually do got here is going to be the 7 Deadly Sins damage reduction card set. This one's really good for PvP with the Sins team right now, because you actually do get another 10% damage reduction on top of the damage reduction that the Sins team already has. If you guys that don't know, in the PvP right now, when actually running the 7 Deadly Sins team, if you get an extra 10% damage reduction on top of the fact that Merlin's giving you 30, and then Transcendent Bond's going to be giving you 20 as well, you actually stack up to, what is that? That's like 60% damage reduction just off the rip. So that is a very, very strong amount of damage reduction. And because you have that inherently with this card set, I actually do recommend picking it up if you're running a 7 Deadly Sins team in PvP. Alright guys, another honorable mention card set as well is going to be the Not Alone card set. This one's going to decrease allies damage taken from enemies by 2% if an ally with the Ragnarok characteristic is alive on the battlefield. Now this one has actually clutched up for me in Heroes Arena, but I didn't have the HP related card set at the time. This one would have been a lot better, but the problem is with this one is that you need to have a Ragnarok characteristic on the team. But other than that though, once you have at least one, you get the damage reduction for the entire team. So if you're running one Ragnarok character on your team and then you're like, okay, I want to get the 10% damage reduction, that's a pretty nice card set because you have it as a universal 10% damage reduction. So not a bad card set, but I do recommend the unknown HP related one that I mentioned earlier in the video, as that one's probably going to be a lot better in terms of just, being better with more stats and stuff, right? So you just get more HP related versus this one where it's just damage reduction. Alright guys, so that pretty much covers all the card sets that I actually recommend you guys pick up, man. Other than that, there really isn't any other card sets that are really going to be worth picking up if you don't have like any of them, let's say. So you guys want to make sure that you follow the list here in terms of the wish list that I've recommended. You're going to be able to match this, guys, so you know which card sets are which. So you'll see like the 50 million one, and then also the global 2.5 annie one. This one's the HP related card set, and then this one's the damage reduction demon one, right? So just make sure you guys scroll through here. You guys have every card card set that is available, man. And for me, as a player that has most of the card sets, I'm just going to be picking the ones that I don't have. And then once you guys have all the cards available from this event, what you can do is start selecting the UR cards right here with Escanor, so that you actually get artifact card fodder that you can use to level up the card sets. Because remember that you can still wishlist a UR card, and then when you actually get the UR card, you will get a plate card that you can actually use to level up a card set, guys. So that's definitely my recommendation. You get one of these, and this is going to be 1600 artifact set XP, which is going to be very, very strong, especially with all the card sets you guys are going to be getting from this event. Alright guys, so I hope this video was helpful, man. I know a lot of you guys requested the artifact wish draw event and which ones to actually be picking up. So I hope this video is helpful, man. Definitely make sure to get all the ones that I mentioned on this list, man. If you're not able to get every single one, make sure to follow the priority that I listed in this video, from the number 1 all the way down to the number 5 and the honorable mentions if possible. But I hope you guys do enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video, man. Peace out and have a good rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.